what type of advice would you have for indie artists, or maybe just or Indian artists who are trying to like find their way and like at least get that first start, or like figure out, how do I get my first album out, or how do I get my first EP out? Like how do you approach, what would be some advice you have for them?
I would say finish the little things that you start, because I mean, a lot of people do tell me that they always start a song, start a session in Logic, or have really good ideas, but they never finish, or they don't know what to do and how to move on with it. And I get asked a lot, like, oh, where do you get these ideas from? How do you finish a song? How do you make everything cohesive and stick together? And it's not a secret. You have to sit with it and really think about it. And it's a struggle. But if you spend enough time on it, something really cool will happen. I go through phases where I'm trying to like think of one idea or one melody, or like, how do I end this section of this song? And it'll take me a week. But you have to show up every day.
Yeah. You pound your head against the wall for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And once you start, I like to see people finish what they start, because people really have a lot of talent. And I see like all my friends, but they aren't confident enough to finish one song. And I'm one of my closest friends in Bangalore. He's this insane beatbox loop station guy. And he's been sitting on a couple of singles for ages now. And I said, release them here. But it is a mental hurdle, all of that. And everybody wants their first release to be incredible.
Yeah.
But so my personal first release, right now, I wouldn't say it's earth-shatteringly amazing. But for what I knew at the time and where I was at the time, I made peace with, this is my start. And it's fine. It's not like a chart topper or anything. You always hear, this is the debut album. It's on the top 40. It's fine. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
So, just start and finish.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I think everyone sees like those artists who put out that one single and it goes huge, and then you're waiting on that debut album of that like ridiculous viral TikTok artist or something, or like I don't know, like Olivia Rodrigo or something, who just has this insane explosion, except she was a Disney Channel star. So, it's like, okay.
You have to look at where they actually came from and what's behind them.
I mean, so few artists have that opportunity to be like, have a single go mega viral and then have this like perfect debut album that's backed by a studio.
For real. And then there's pressure. Like, where's your debut? Nobody's heard of it. So what, is it even important? But I
think there's a beauty to that though, is embracing the anonymous time that you have to just like put stuff out. I think that's it. I think it's really interesting, and I think that's really good advice to like just really embrace that.
Just start. make stuff happen.
I mean, did you have any, obviously you said like showing up every single day. Like what did that actually look like for you? What was some days showing up just like looking at it for 10 minutes and being like not setting the bar too high, just like making sure you give it a chance.
You're really, that's right. Absolutely. Because I would show up. I would want to work on it every day. Let's say I'm making a song. I don't have to make the same amount of progress every day. And many days is just me staring at the screen and playing the same 10 seconds over and over.
The loop over and over.
And nothing happens that day. But it's fine, because it gets deeper and deeper into your system. And now you're thinking about it when you're showering and when you're eating, and then it starts eating away at you. And then you finally end up with good ideas. There is also the other side of that, which is being too perfectionist and like, this is not good enough. I can do better and better and better.
And then recording that same loop like 1,000 times.
But I've realized you can allow yourself to do better a next time. So on the next cycle of things. So finish this where it at a level. Set a standard, sure, but finish what you're working on. And the next time you work on a song, or the next time you have a same problem in some other project, you will do much better.
Yeah.
But that's how you do better. You finish and you start again, and you finish and you start again.
Would you set hard deadlines? Like, I need it done by first of the month or something like that?
I love working on music with deadlines, because no matter how much I work each individual day, the thing is done by the deadline.
Yeah. And you just say, however it is how it's going to go out. Like you just say, this is it.
This is it. You abandon it at some point. But since you know, this is my deadline, you can trust yourself to make it good enough.
Yeah.
Like in 2021, in the early 2021, I formed my little side project band with my bandmate. We made the band No Home. And we decided...
It was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And we decided we only had like Christmas break to actually work on the songs. Christmas break 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because she was traveling to her hometown, and we had like a week of Christmas break where we were both in Bangalore. So we said, okay, 1 week, you come to my house every day, morning to night, we work on the album.
Dang, that was 1 week?
Yeah. We actually took 2 days off because we were so ahead of schedule. So it was 5 days, morning to sun.
Like a
sunset.
song a day?
Yeah, but yeah, a song a day, because it was 4 songs. We would write, we would go into the studio, put all our ideas into the session, and then that's all. So and then after 1 week, she went home to her hometown, and then I worked on all the post-production and everything for, again, 1 week per song. So I gave myself that kind of time.
But once you have the ideas down,
it's all the heavy lifting is done.
Heavy lifting's done, yeah.
So it took a month, and then the whole EP was ready, and then she worked on the graphics and the album art and everything. And by April, we had it.
That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I've heard artists talk about things like that before. I know Dan Reynolds, the singer for Imagine Dragons. He makes almost like, he says at least 1 song a week.
Yeah,
and it's like, I mean, that's 52 songs a year, and like
that's a lifetime worth.
Yeah, and so I mean, how he says it is like, if I have at least 1 a week, if not 2, then I have a huge selection to start from. And like he's like, I love that, and I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense to kind of just set the bar low, create a song, and then use those as inspiration to really create.
Yeah,
it's like
that's really true. Everybody has this kind of difference between, I had a good idea and I had a bad idea. But for me, it's just ideas. And it's just, how can you contextualize this idea to make it good? So if I have a bad idea, I would still get it out there. I would put it down. I would record something. Then I would be like, what are the strengths of this? And how can I bring that out?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of like commitment to ideas. They say don't become fond of your ideas, and it's fine to trash something. But if you are working on a large, like maybe an EP or an album, I always say work on bigger things. Even if you want to release 1 song, don't trash your ideas. Just save it for something else. Because everything just comes in clutch suddenly. And you'll thank yourself like, thank God I saved this. Thank God I had this in my pocket.
Yeah, I mean, like, who knows? Like when certain set of lyrics or a certain rhythm could be used in a different thing, at a different context. You're like, this is perfect. And I'm sure, I mean, most artists probably have some sort of story like that.